Picture this, a 5th century fortress atop a towering rock, its frescoes whispering tales of royal betrayal, tucked away in a Sri Lankan town so overlooked it barely makes travel guides. While the world flocks to Colombo's beaches or Kandy's sacred temples, Sri Lanka's lesser-known historical towns, cradles of ancient kingdoms, colonial legacies, and vibrant traditions, remain hidden gems waiting to be discovered. These towns, steeped in history and brimming with charm, offer an intimate glimpse into the island soul, far from the tourist crowds. In this video odyssey, we'll explore 8 underrated historical towns in Sri Lanka, diving into their rich pasts, cultural treasures, and why they deserve a spot on your travel list. Buckle up for a journey through time in the pearl of the Indian Ocean. Sri Lanka, a teardrop-shaped island, is renowned for its UNESCO World Heritage sites like Sigiriya and Anuradhapura, but its smaller towns often fly under the radar. These places, where ancient Sinhalese kings, Tamil dynasties, and colonial powers left their mark, are treasure troves of history, architecture, and local life. Unlike the heavily touristed Kandy or Galle, these underrated towns offer authenticity, fewer crowds, and a chance to connect with Sri Lanka's layered past. Spanning Buddhist, Hindu, Islamic, and colonial influences. From ancient capitals to coastal trading posts, each town tells a unique story. Let's uncover 8 of them, exploring their historical significance, must-see sites, and practical tips for travelers. Beneath a massive rock in a quiet Sri Lankan town lie 2,000-year-old cave temples adorned with vivid murals and colossal Buddhas, yet most travelers breeze past without a second glance. Dambulla, in Sri Lanka's central province, is a sleepy town overshadowed by its famous Golden Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 1991. Located 90 miles northeast of Colombo, Dambulla is a gateway to the island's ancient heart, with a history stretching back to the 3rd century BCE. Beyond its iconic caves, the town's markets, rural charm, and proximity to Sigiriya make it a hidden gem. Dambulla's Golden Temple, also known as the Dambulla Cave Temple, comprises 5 caves carved into a granite outcrop, housing over 150 Buddha statues and murals spanning 22,000 square feet. Dating to the 1st century BCE, the caves were a refuge for King Valagamba during his exile and later became a major Buddhist pilgrimage site. The town itself was a hub along ancient trade routes, connecting the Anuradhapura kingdom to the south. Its Ibn Katuwa megalithic tombs, a 2,700-year-old cemetery, hint at prehistoric settlements. Climb 364 steps to explore the caves, where golden Buddhas and vibrant frescoes depict Buddhist cosmology. The reclining Buddha in Cave 2 is a highlight. Visit the Ibn Katuwa megalithic tombs for insight into pre-Buddhist Sri Lanka, or the Dambulla Museum to see archaeological finds. Dive into Dambulla's wholesale vegetable market, one of Sri Lanka's largest, for a taste of local life. Dambulla is often a quick stop for tourists en route to Sigiriya or Kandy, with many overlooking its broader historical and cultural offerings. The town's rural vibe and lack of flashy promotion keep it off mainstream itineraries. Dambulla blends spirituality with raw history. The cave temples, bathed in incense and candlelight, feel alive with devotion. The town's laid-back atmosphere, surrounded by rice paddies and hills, offers a peaceful retreat. Pair a visit with nearby Sigiriya for a perfect cultural day trip. Visit the caves early morning to avoid crowds and heat. Wear modest clothing and remove shoes before entering temples. Stay in local guest houses for authentic meals like kotu roti. Combine with a visit to Sigiriya, just 15 miles away. A 13th century rock fortress, once home to Sri Lanka's sacred tooth relic, stands in a remote town, its lion-carved staircase rivaling Sigiriya's grandeur, yet it's virtually unknown. Yapahuwa, in the northwestern province, is a quiet rural town 90 miles north of Colombo. Centered around a dramatic 300-foot granite rock, it was a short-lived capital of the Sinhalese kingdom in the 13th century. Today, Yapahuwa's ruins and surrounding villages offer a glimpse into medieval Sri Lanka, far from the tourist trail. Yapahuwa became the capital under King Bhuvanekabahu I, 1272–1284 CE, who housed the sacred tooth relic, now in Kandy, here for protection against Tamil invasions. The fortress, built atop the rock, featured ornate stonework and a grand staircase flanked by lion statues, reflecting South Indian influences. The site's decline after a Tamil siege left it abandoned, but its archaeological remains, palaces, moats, and temples survive. Climb the steep staircase, adorned with intricate carvings, to the summit's temple ruins. The view of lush plains is stunning. The Yapahuwa Museum displays artifacts like Chinese ceramics, evidence of ancient trade. Nearby Panduwas, with ruins of a 12th century kingdom, adds depth to the region's history. Explore surrounding hamlets for a taste of rural life, with paddy fields and traditional stilt houses. Yapahuwa's remote location and smaller scale compared to Sigiriya or Polonnaruwa keep it off most itineraries. Limited marketing and infrastructure also play a role. Yapahuwa feels like a private discovery, with its uncrowded ruins and serene setting. The fortress's craftsmanship rivals larger sites, and the town's authenticity, think roadside tea stalls and friendly locals, adds charm. It's a must for history buffs seeking offbeat adventures. Visit from December to March for dry weather. Hire a local guide to explain the fortress's history. Bring water and sturdy shoes for the climb. Base yourself in Kurunegala, 20 miles away, for better lodging options. A 7th century Buddhist complex, designed like a cosmic mandala, hides in a jungle town so obscure even Sri Lankans rarely visit it. Medirigiriya, in the north-central province, is a small agricultural town 25 miles northeast of Polonnaruwa. Its centerpiece is the Medirigiriya Vatadage, a circular relic house that's one of Sri Lanka's finest ancient structures. Surrounded by rice fields and forest, the town is a tranquil escape into the island's Buddhist past. The Medirigiriya Vatadage, built during the Anuradhapura kingdom, 7th to 8th century CE, is a masterpiece of Sinhalese architecture. Its circular design, with concentric rows of stone pillars and a central stupa, mirrors Buddhist cosmology. The site was a monastic center, and nearby ruins suggest a thriving community. Excavations have uncovered statues, moonstones, and guard stones, showcasing artistic excellence. Admire the 40 intricately carved pillars and the serene stupa, set on a raised platform. The site's symmetry is mesmerizing. Explore nearby remnants of monks' quarters and ponds for insight into ancient monastic life. Wander through Medirigiriya's hamlets, where farmers share stories of the land's history. Medirigiriya National Park, a 20-mile drive away, offers elephant safaris. Medirigiriya's proximity to Polonnaruwa, a UNESCO heavyweight, overshadows it. The town's lack of tourist facilities and remote setting deter casual visitors. The Vatadage's elegance and solitude make it a meditative experience. The town's rural charm, with ox carts and lotus-filled ponds, feels like stepping back in time. It's perfect for those seeking spiritual and historical depth without the crowds. Visit early morning for cool weather and soft light for photography. A guide enhances understanding of the Vatadage symbolism. Stay in Polonnaruwa for better accommodations and combine with a Medirigiriya safari. A 2,300-year-old stupa, larger than many in Anuradhapura, anchors a southern town that was once a royal capital, yet it's barely a footnote in travel guides. Tissamaharama, or Tissa, in the southern province, is a laid-back town 170 miles from Colombo. Known for its ancient stupas and proximity to Yala National Park, Tissa was a key center of the Ruhuna Kingdom, one of Sri Lanka's earliest Sinhalese states. Its historical sites and rural charm make it a hidden treasure. Founded in the 3rd century BCE by Prince Mahanaga, Tissamaharama was a southern stronghold during the Anuradhapura era. The Tissa Wewa, an ancient reservoir, and the Tissamaharama stupa, built by King Kavan Tissa, highlight its importance. The town also served as a Buddhist learning center, with monasteries dating back to the 2nd century BCE. The Tissamaharama stupa, a massive white dome said to enshrine relics of the Buddha, glows at sunset. Tissamaharama, a 3rd century BCE reservoir, is perfect for serene walks and birdwatching. The Sandagiri stupa, smaller but ancient, features intricate carvings. Yala National Park, just 15 miles away, offers leopard safaris. Tissa's proximity to Yala diverts attention to wildlife tourism, and its historical sites are less promoted than Anuradhapura's. The town's rural setting also lacks the buzz of coastal destinations. Tissa blends history with natural beauty. The stupa's grandeur and the reservoir's tranquility evoke ancient Sri Lanka, while nearby Yala adds adventure. The town's local eateries, serving spicy rice and curry, are a delight. Visit from January to April for dry weather. Rent a bike to explore the town's flat terrain. Stay in local guest houses for authentic hospitality. Combine with Yala for a history-nature combo. A town that fueled ancient trade routes with sapphires and rubies hides a 14th century temple and fortress, yet it's known more for gems than history. Ratnapura, in Sabaragamuwa province, is Sri Lanka's city of gems, 60 miles southeast of Colombo. Famous for its gem mines, it's also a historical hub with ancient temples and colonial relics. Surrounded by misty hills and tea plantations, Ratnapura blends natural beauty with a rich past. Ratnapura was a key town in the Kandyan Kingdom, a center for gem trade since ancient times. The Mahasaman Devalaya, a 13th century temple dedicated to the deity Saman, is a pilgrimage site. The town's Portuguese and Dutch forts, though in ruins, reflect its colonial history. Gem mining, dating back to the 5th century BCE, connected Ratnapura to global trade networks. The Mahasaman Devalaya, with ornate murals, hosts the annual Isala Perahera festival. The National Museum of Ratnapura, in a colonial mansion, showcases gem history and artifacts. Take a guided tour to see traditional gem mining techniques. Bowpath Ella Waterfall, nearby, is a stunning cascade. Ratnapura's gem industry overshadows its historical sites, and its inland location deters beach-focused tourists. Limited promotion keeps it off mainstream routes. Ratnapura offers a unique blend of history, culture, and adventure. The temple's festivals are colorful spectacles, and the gem mines provide a hands-on historical experience. The town's lush surroundings are ideal for hiking. Visit during the August Perahera for cultural immersion. Book a gem mine tour through reputable operators. Stay in boutique hotels for comfort amidst nature. A remote island town, once a pearl trading hub for the Romans, hides a 700-year-old baobab tree and a fortress bombed by colonial powers, yet it's virtually forgotten. Mannar, in the northern province, is an island town 200 miles from Colombo, connected by a causeway. Known for its wild donkeys and arid landscapes, Mannar boasts a rich history as a trading port and cultural crossroads, blending Tamil, Sinhalese, and colonial influences. Mannar was a key port in the 1st century CE, exporting pearls to Rome and India. The 16th century Mannar fort, built by the Portuguese and later held by the Dutch and British, reflects its strategic importance. The town's Tamil and Muslim communities, along with ancient Hindu and Islamic sites, highlight its diversity. The iconic baobab tree, planted by Arab traders, is a living relic. The Mannar fort, weathered but evocative, offers ocean views. Tirukathiswaram Temple, a 2,000-year-old Hindu shrine, is one of Sri Lanka's holiest. The baobab tree, 70 feet wide, symbolizes Mannar's trading past. Tissamaharama, the former ferry point to India, offers sunset vistas. Mannar's remote location and the northern province's slow tourism recovery post-Civil War keep it off the radar. Its lack of luxury accommodations also deters some travelers. Mannar's eclectic history and stark beauty are captivating. The fort's ruins, the temple's serenity, and the quirky sight of wild donkeys roaming the streets create a unique vibe. Bird watching in nearby Vankalai Sanctuary adds eco-appeal. Visit from February to April for pleasant weather. Rent a scooter to explore the island. Respect local customs at religious sites. Stay in simple guest houses for an authentic experience. A coastal town with a star-shaped Dutch fort and a 2,000-year-old temple survived a tsunami, yet it's overshadowed by nearby Gal. Matara, in the southern province, is a bustling coastal town 100 miles from Colombo. Its blend of ancient Buddhist sites, colonial architecture, and vibrant markets makes it a historical hub with a modern pulse. Often bypassed for Gal, Matara's heritage is equally compelling. Matara was a key port in the ancient Ruhuna kingdom, with ties to the 2nd century BCE Digavapi stupa. The Dutch built the star-shaped Matara fort in the 17th century, later used by the British. The town's Waharahina temple, with its massive underground murals, dates to the 3rd century BCE but was expanded in modern times. The Matara fort, a compact star-shaped structure, houses a small museum. Waharahina temple features a 130-foot Buddha statue and vibrant murals. The Digavapi stupa, 20 miles away, is linked to early Buddhism. Polhina Beach is a quiet spot for swimming. Gal's UNESCO status and polished tourism infrastructure eclipse Matara. The town's working-class vibe also contrasts with Gal's boutique allure. Matara offers a gritty, authentic slice of southern Sri Lanka. The fort's history, the temple's artistry, and the town's lively fish markets create a dynamic experience. It's perfect for travelers seeking culture and coast without the crowds. Visit from December to March for beach weather. Explore by tuk-tuk for ease. Try local seafood at roadside eateries. Stay in budget hotels or guest houses near the fort. A northern town, once the heart of a Tamil kingdom, hides a 400-year-old fort and ancient temples, yet its war-torn past keeps it off most travel maps. Jaffna, in the northern province, is Sri Lanka's Tamil cultural hub, 250 miles from Colombo. Rebuilding after decades of civil war, Jaffna is a vibrant town with ancient Hindu temples, colonial forts, and a resilient community. Its unique blend of Tamil and Sinhalese heritage makes it a historical standout. Jaffna was the capital of the Tamil Jaffna Kingdom, 13th to 17th centuries, a maritime power trading with India and Southeast Asia. The Nalakandaswamy Temple, founded in the 10th century, is a Hindu pilgrimage site. The Jaffna Fort, built by the Portuguese in 1618 and expanded by the Dutch, withstood centuries of conflict. The town's archaeological sites, like Kantarodai, date to the 2nd century BCE. The Jaffna Fort, a massive star-shaped fortress with coral stone walls, offers panoramic views. Nalakandaswamy Temple, with its golden roof, hosts vibrant festivals, especially in August. Kantarodai stupas, miniature Buddhist domes, hint at pre-Tamil settlements. The Jaffna Public Library, a restored colonial-era building, symbolizes cultural revival. Jaffna's war-torn history, 1983 to 2009, and remote location deter tourists. Limited infrastructure and lingering misconceptions about safety keep it overlooked, despite its recovery. Jaffna's resilience and cultural richness are inspiring. The fort's scars tell a story of endurance, while the temples pulse with Tamil traditions. Local cuisine, like spicy crab curry, is a highlight. The town's islands, like Delft, add adventure. Visit during the Nala Festival, August, for cultural immersion. Respect temple dress codes. Take the train from Colombo for a scenic journey. Stay in boutique hotels for comfort. Dambulla, Yapahuwa, Medirigiriya, Tissamaharama, Ratnapura, Mannar, Matara, and Jaffna are Sri Lanka's unsung heroes, each offering a unique window into the island's 2,500-year history. From ancient Buddhist stupas to colonial forts, they reflect the interplay of Sinhalese, Tamil, and European influences. Their obscurity stems from their proximity to bigger names like Kandy or Gal, limited tourism infrastructure, or historical challenges like war or isolation. Yet, this makes them all the more rewarding, offering authentic experiences, uncrowded sites, and warm local hospitality. Visiting these towns isn't just about history. It's about connecting with Sri Lanka's living culture. You'll sip tea with villagers in Yapahuwa, haggle in Tissa's markets, or join a festival in Jaffna. These experiences, far from the tourist treadmill, feel like discoveries, blending adventure with introspection. Exploring Sri Lanka's underrated towns requires a bit of planning, but the rewards are immense. Rent a car with a driver or use trains and buses for budget travel. Tuk-tuks are ideal for short distances within towns. December to April offers dry weather across most regions, though Jaffna and Mannar are best in February-March. Dress modestly at religious sites, remove shoes, and ask permission before photographing locals. Opt for guest houses or boutique hotels for local flavor. Booking platforms like Airbnb or Agoda list options in smaller towns. Pair towns for efficiency, Dambulla with Sigiriya, Tissa with Yala, or Jaffna with Mannar. Eat at family-run restaurants and hire local guides to boost the economy and gain insider knowledge. Sri Lanka's underrated historical towns are more than destinations. They're portals to a past where kings built fortresses, monks carved temples, and traders sailed oceans. From Dambulla's golden caves to Jaffna's resilient spirit, these towns invite you to uncover stories etched in stone, sand, and sea. Forget the crowded hotspots, pack your curiosity and explore these hidden gems. Which town will you visit first? Their secrets are waiting, and their stories deserve to be told.